we got Michelle Knowles in the building. I appreciate you coming. You know what I mean? Okay, so all for one band that you're a part of. You said it's more what reggae and what?
We do everything. We do everything. R&B, reggae, top 10, top 20, top chats. Reggae, soca, baby music, the whole thing. We do everything.
So with the band aspect, what made you want to join the band in the first place? Or how did you end up joining the band?
I really don't know, Like, I've been friends with Lakendra those for a while.
And who's the Kendra?
That Lakendra is the band manager. He plays the bass, his brother plays the drums, and yeah. So I knew them from around, and they know I could sing, and it was just like, you're in the band.
Okay.
So it was kind of out of that.
So, any benefits you found from being in the band?
Networking,
Okay.
definitely. Being around musicians all the time. If you do a gig, then you get to meet more musicians and just meet more and more like that.
So a lot of collaborations came out of it.
Mm.
Any where the audience pick us up?
Right now, just the Facebook Live that we did in August is still online.
Okay. So you got this kind of laid back type swag, you know, and like nothing really to move you like that.
Mm-hmm.
So what type of vibes necessary for you to say get creative?
Old school and R&B.
Old school like
Like
what?
slow and soulful. Let's say like Anita Baker or Sade. Kind of got me in my zone.
And for R&B what?
Usher, Boyz II Men, like them.
Any particular reason?
No, it's
So,
just me.
so who would have introduced you? Because you know Sade and who was the other person you said before Sade?
Anita Baker.
Anita Baker. You know, they way before your time, you know what I mean? They more for people with grades, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
who would have introduced you to those kind of
Um,
guys?
My mom, she used to have a lot of tapes lying around the house. So, when tapes is in, we used to just put them in the little machine and just play it. And like Whitney Houston, all those little tapes she had lying around, so I got familiar with them. Then get older, listen to your own music, fall into that same.
So your mom, she's an artist too, or she just sings?
No, she get all the tune.
So that.
She get all the tune.
So you never encourage her to, do a duet with you?
No, she can't sing. She could just.
She gets like back up or harmonize for you or something like that. So how does she support your career? How does she feel about you being an artist?
She supports. She's not really one to come out because she never been to none of my shows, but she supports. She watched it online. She's impressed. She'll give me her feedback. What she think I can do better. How I can look better. And
So as far as your shows, you say you network a lot and it's not, but how has the reception been? What's the feedback been like for the live performances?
we always have good feedback. So I think that was our first, because we have friends who would be the shows and stuff, so they'd know, okay, we sound good.
Mm-hmm.
But that was the first thing like that we did, where we could have all kind of viewers, and the feedback from people who I was in contact with. They really loved it, really impressed. We actually got we got a couple jobs out of that.
Okay. Like what type of jobs? Like private parties or
Private gigs, right now, private gigs.
weddings, stuff like that? So y'all just sing the ballads all night?
Sing what?
Sing like ballads and love ballads and stuff like that all night? Like on a gig?
On a gig, we'll have different sets, different music.
So how much practice goes into a set or a performance?
Well, we'd have to practice at home when you gotta get familiar with your songs. But maybe we'll have like 2 practices, 2 hours each, something like that.
So not too hectic, not too tedious. That's mainly what because everyone is to a certain level of skill.
Yeah, and also sometimes it's hard meeting up. So we'll get like 2 really good practices in, but we practice on our own as well. So when we come together, we good.
So how much people in the band?
Mainly, I would say 6. It's more than that though. It's much more because you have people who play guitar, trumpets, all those other instruments. They part of the band as well. And we don't have just one keyboard player. We have like 2 or 3, something like that. So I don't really know.
You all have a large, really large band. So what's the largest venue you all ever played at?
Well, I was in the band, but I'm just trying to think of well.
Which year was it?
2016.
Okay, that's good. So y'all were, cause that's like a 3-day event, right?
Yeah.
So that which day would y'all have been on? The main stage or like I don't know what they call it, but
We was on
or
the
something?
first one. Not the big one, they have a Clifford Park. It was the one either before or after that. And then we was in Freeport as well.
Okay. So alright, so in these performances like with Bahamas Carnival and stuff, you have experienced any stage right? No, be honest.
No. If I had it, I take a couple of shots. That's it.
So what type of shots tequila?
Tequila.
Like Cuervo and stuff like that.
Not a great one.
Or some
Always.
Patron or something.
Me and Dre, that's our Richie one.
Trio.
Navandria.
Oh, sorry. I don't know. You did, I mean, Navandria, so that's your partner in crime, I guess. So how y'all do? She was already in the band. Oh, okay. And she didn't feel any type of way up in another.
No.
Alright, that's solid. You know what I mean? So, you have any solo aspirations?
I do. I always aspired to be solo. I mean, I love being part of the band, but as a child, dream, but being a star on your own. But yeah.
So, what type of active steps you taking towards that?
I am writing. I am currently recording as well. So working on, I think we almost completed with 2 songs fully, but I'm finished. I have maybe about 7 or 8 that I want to record before I choose.
So you would record 8 and then choose. So you're making like an EP? What, 4 songs, 5 songs?
6 maybe.
6. How come so few though?
I don't know. I don't want to do too much.
Okay.
I just want to give maybe one song of a genre that I love, a different feel for each one. So I don't want to do too much.
So after the project Untitled, after it's completed and what's the plans for it? How you plan to shop it?
I plan to start a lot of YouTube recordings.
Okay.
I want to do live covers of my favorite artists. Get familiar, and then start recording my songs live, put them out there, and just start off like that.
Okay. Now, when we did work together, you know what I mean, I requested a certain cover from you, and you never did it, so.
I didn't do it yet.
You did like 2 years or so. So, okay, so with the covers, what type of artists or who do you think would you go for? What was hot, the latest pop songs, or do you have a specific artist you want to cover, or a set of artists you want to cover?
I have a set of artists. I don't really care for them hype songs like that. So maybe if I hear a hype one that I really like, I do that. But I wouldn't just sing it because it's hype. I'd want to sing what I love. So any R&B, soulful type, anything like that, or reggae.
Okay.
Reggae.
So what's your favorite reggae artist?
Chronics.
Okay, so Chronics. What's your favorite Chronics song?
Ooh. Wow. Right now, I'd say Skank and Sweet.
Okay.
Yeah.
I gotta check that one. You're putting me onto something, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you play instruments, right? An instrument.
I used to. I started learning when I was like 7, but then I stopped.
What instrument was it?
Piano.
Yeah, but you could dust off the chord graphs and still do something. What about the guitar?
I have a guitar. I can pick it up and bang and but I can't really.
So you don't really practice with it a lot.
Not as much as I'd like to.
What's hindering you?
Work.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, that's good. So talk about as an artist, how it is to balance that work life, art life, you know what I mean, social life. How do you find it's been to balance that?
Trash. I haven't really. Let me see how I can put this. I try to balance it. Sometimes I just get consumed with work. Sometimes, I'll work maybe like 12 to 8. When I come home, I'm into nothing. As much as I want to write and do whatever, I don't be into that. So most days are like that. And then I try my best to say, okay, on my off day, I can just write.
So do you ever
pick up an instrument?
So do you ever find yourself creating from, I guess, your most I want to say pure, or like your truest self then? Because it's almost like, okay, what I believe is inspiration and creativity doesn't have like a set time that it comes, you know what I mean? Inspiration can find you at any time. So I know you saying like, okay, I'll set Tuesday as the day to work on music, but you and I know with music you have to feel it more than think it. So how has that been? Although you set that off day to do music, you ever find that, or do you think that you create, or you're creating from that truest spot within yourself?
I would think so.
Okay.
I think so. Music usually is coming to me if I designate a time and say, okay, I'll write. Sometimes it comes, but sometimes it just comes like, say, right before I wake up.
Okay.
That little when you still kind of sleeping, I'll hear a whole song just like that.
Yeah, the angels singing almost.
I'll hear like a full out song.
So you ever, when that happens, you ever record it? You ever write it down? So you have something like that already?
I have the songs we record already like that.
So what's your work ethic like? I mean, if you're being honest, like, you know what I mean? How much effort you really putting behind what you want to do? How serious you are about it?
I would say, honestly, like a 70.
70%? No, that ain't good enough. Right?
I know, but that's much further than I was, I would say, last year.
So, between last year and now, what was the percentage gap between last year and now? And what helped you to close that gap?
I would say last year was like 10%, and that was only because of the band. After that, I had a birthday and I realized I was getting older, and I still ain't doing what I want to do. So from last year, I was getting a lot of song ideas and stuff. I recorded in my phone, but I just leave it there, and it's just like I died. So I just friends who I know made music. I was like, let's work on this.
So who's some of the friends you work with musically?
Kendra, Michonne,
Savannah. So outside,
outside our band,
yeah.
like Sean, I don't know if you know Sean Benjamin.
I heard about him. He works with Carissa. What are you talking about?
Yeah. And then jam session. So
that's Carissa.
That's Sean.
Okay. So you collaborate with them too? Perform with them?
The shows I did 2 shows over the summer, and they were with me. They were the band and played for me.
So when you say you did 2 shows, you were...
So.
Okay. So what was your set like? How many songs?
12, 15. something like that.
Okay, so covers and original,
No,
straight
covers.
covers. Okay, one particular artist, a number of artists.
Bunch of different artists.
Okay,
Just favorite songs.
okay, okay. So back to work ethic for a second. So you have a manager.
Mm-hmm. Oh no. See now, I think you'll be talking about work. I don't know.
Artistically, you know.
No.
So you think that would help you to? You think it would help your work ethic, help you to get more accomplished if you had someone behind you to say, keep you motivated, keep you consistent. But you know, with that, when it comes down to it, you really think you built for that because a lot of people can't really take, you know what I mean? See, cross your arms and everything. Like, a lot of people can't really take that kind of pressure, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So you think you really could do that? You think that would be a benefit to you?
But at this point, I think so because I want to do it. So having someone behind me because I will get caught up in my work.
Right.
And sometimes that's just how it is. But if I have someone behind me saying, okay, Michelle, remember we're supposed to get this project up. What you doing with this? What you doing with this?
So, with this project you're working on right now,
Mm-hmm.
you don't have a person doing that for you.
Mm-hmm.
So you're doing that for yourself.
Yes.
So how many songs you have heard already? I mean, I can understand.
7,
Completed.
7, 8, 9.
Completed.
Yeah.
Recorded.
No, not recorded.
Okay. But that's good. That's good. So you wrote all of them.
Mm-hmm.
You normally write all your own music?
Yep.
No ghostwriters?
No.
That's solid too. That's solid too. So I don't even write your own music.
I remember writing, like trying to write little songs for my maybe in grade 5.
Okay. Oh yeah, because you did say like 7 or something like that. You had mentioned and you were 7. Oh, that was with the
piano. Yeah. So just writing them things from then, but seriously, 20s, last year, early last year.
Okay. So how you feel about your progression? You feel like you got better since then? You feel it's potent? What you think about it? You think you?
I think it can get better because I'm just starting. But I don't wanna. I want my writing to have like this raw feel about it, but it ain't too much words, right? But it's just enough.
More emotion.
Yeah.
So, what artist would you? Not to say you want to be like, sound like, or anything, but when you say that raw emotion, that raw feeling, what artist now do you think gives off that?
In my writing?
Yeah.
Daniel Caesar.
Say it again.
Daniel Caesar.
Okay.
Yeah, he's one of my favorite. He's an artist from Toronto, and his music is just simple and just raw. So it's maybe like 30% words, 70% feel.
Wow. All right. So, who are some of the producers that you work with or plan to work with on this project that you are coming up?
Mainly Hashan. But Lakendra and I are working on something as well, so him too. DJ, I want to work on a couple things with him. We talk about that for a long time, so probably gonna do a few with him too.
Okay.
For those 3.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure I can turn out in my hand.
Yeah.
A1. So before we sign off, you have anyone you want to shout out, anything you want to promote? You have a SoundCloud page, a YouTube page, a Facebook page, a Twitter, Instagram.
Whew. Instagram is Shell Knowles, CHELLE Knowles. Twitter is Shell Knowles _ I don't have a fan page yet.
Yeah.
I don't have a YouTube page yet, but all of those things are coming.
Okay.
Yeah, so when we push the project, we'll have all of those things.
What
are we talking about? I'll have all of those things. Hopefully along the way I'll get a manager, so be.
Yeah, you just need a team.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Michelle Knowles, appreciate you coming through.
Thank you.